Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Black Geek Cool podcast, where we talk about comic book and sometimes anime, TV, movie news of the past week. I'm your host, Gershon. This is episode 11. Oh, double digits. We're getting in double digits, guys. Anyway, that's the intro out the way. So let's just dive into it, guys. First, we're going to talk about streaming and TV news. Sorry, guys. First up, Warner Brothers is developing a Gremlins animated series. So, from what I gather is, it's going to be a prequel dealing with Gizmo before he goes to his new owner. He's actually going to be, him and the shop owner, Mr. Wing, I think his name is. And it's going to deal with their adventures, which... I like the animated version. I like the animated idea of this. I don't know if I want it to be a prequel though. I honestly would like to see set in present day. Like, I would like to see an animated Gizmo in present day, not so much in the past. But I don't know, maybe it could work. I know they were talking about doing another Gremlins movie or either rebooting it. I guess this is their filler to see if there's still people interested in this franchise. And there is people interested in this franchise. I think this is a good idea. I just think it should be in present day. It should be prequels. People are kind of tired of prequels. Prequels just don't work out like Hollywood thinks they should. That's just my opinion. Let me know if you're a Gremlins fan and if this is something you're willing to see. As always, you can hit me up at BLACKGEEKCOOL on Twitter, and of course, email me at blackgeekcoolpodcast@gmail.com. Let me know if you're interested in this, guys. I would be interested in it. I don't know if I want a prequel, but I'll be interested in an animated series, nevertheless. In other news, Disney is developing, I believe it's a villain show for their XD. I mean, that's a whole nother Disney thing. For their Disney Plus streaming service. So it's supposed to be a show basically about villains. I think some of the main villains that I read is going to be Beast. For some reason, I'm blanking on the other guys. Beast, Maleficent. I can't even pronounce that. Why can't I pronounce that? Maleficent. That's terrible. I forget the lady. Is the lady from Little Mermaid. It starts with a O. It's on the tip of my tongue. I can't remember it. But that's just to name a few. I think it's also the villain from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. The one that get the poison apple. She's also one of the villains in the running for kind of main cast of this show. I think this would be interesting because people love Disney villains. They're iconic. They're memorable, not to me. I can't remember their names, but I remember who they are. So that's always a good thing. And Disney will have to come up with a lot of shows for this Disney Plus streaming service when it launches. But this show is supposed to be, doesn't even start production until 2020. So this show is still down the road. And oh my goodness, I just realized I don't know when the Disney Plus streaming service starts. I'm sorry. I'm super tired right now. It's super late. But I'm going to work through this. We're going to get through this together, guys. Don't worry. But I don't even know when the Disney Plus is supposed to start. I thought it was supposed to start this year, late fall this year, but I could be wrong. It could be 2020. Hit me up. Let me know if you know when the Disney Plus. It's a terrible name. It's hard to say. Let me know if you guys know when that starts. In other news, Star Trek Discovery has already been greenlit for a season 3. I have to say I haven't even watched this show, but apparently it is good and fans are liking it. I know they're not even halfway through season 2. I know season 2 just started a while ago. Now I think about it, I don't even know if season 2 has actually started. It might have been like 2 or 3 episodes, if that. But so far, fans are like, give me more of this. We want more. And they've been greenlit for season 3. And I believe they brought on, for season 3, they brought on a female showrunner. So I don't know how that will affect the show. If it makes it more catered to women and, pleases those fans. Because there are a lot of Star Trek women fans. So you got to get both demographics. You got to get men, you got to get women, and you got to get children. So now they're trying to go for the women. Maybe they felt the women demographic was kind of slacking, and this should help that out, or at least help boost it up, and, give someone else a chance to play with these characters is always a positive. Try to get somebody else's perspective of these characters within this world. Always good. At least on paper it's good. Sometimes it doesn't work out with ratings, but only time will tell. And so far, the way it's running, it seems like they got a hit on their hands. Hit me up. Let me know if you are watching Star Trek Discovery. Do you like it? Do you dislike it? What are your feelings about it? Are you a Trekkie? Does it take away from the original? Does it add to it? Let me know, guys. Hit me up. In other news, I'm kind of going kind of fast because I'm tired. I'm sleepy. I'm not gonna lie. In other news, The Tick, which I did like. I liked the cartoon. I liked the first live action series they had with I forgot dude's name, but he was hilarious. But they have a new live action Tick, and they're going into their second season. The trailer came out for that. And it's a pretty good trailer. It's funny. I meant to watch this show, but it's on Amazon Prime, and I don't have Amazon Prime, so I haven't had a chance to watch it yet, or find somebody with Amazon Prime to watch it. But I really want to catch up with it and see if it's really good. I've heard good things about it. I haven't heard anybody bash it and say it's stupid or anything like that. So it must be worth a listen, worth a watch. I gotta stop saying I'm still working on that. The trailer I saw, it looked funny. It looked hilarious. Tick looked good. What's his name? I forget the moth guy's name. It's like Robert or Robin, or it's something simple, which I'm going to be mad that I missed it. I'm probably going to remember it halfway through this podcast. But yeah, let me know if you're watching it. Let me know if it's good. Let me know if the first season is really good. If that's something I should start watching. Oh, there's so much stuff to watch. But I'll try to make time for The Tick. It's a good show. I like The Tick. I like the concept of The Tick. In other news, we have apparently the Aliens animated series is out, and there's supposed to be like footage of it. So I'm gonna pause you guys and look at some of this footage and see what it's about. Hold on. Okay, guys, so I watched it, and it looks like it's actually from the Aliens Isolation video game. It does say it's a digital series, and apparently all 7 episodes should be out now. So if you're interested in watching that, if you played the game, it's supposed to follow the game and continue that story with Amanda Ripley, which is, I believe, Ripley's daughter. Yeah, it looks interesting. Not the animated series I was thinking of. I don't know if that's necessarily the 100% one they were talking about, but there is one out there now. So if you're interested in that, go check it out. Alien Isolation. I don't know if that's the firm title or whatnot, but I'm pretty sure you guys can find it. And if you're an Alien fan, go check it out. I was excited for an actual brand new animated series, and that didn't look like that. Didn't look like a video game. It looks very much like a video game. And I mean, if you're a fan of that, that's cool for you, but that's not what I was looking forward to. So I'm a little disappointed, but that's just me. But that might be your cup of tea, so go check it out. In other news, I think we got like one more thing of news for TV and streaming. Oh no, wait. I thought about something. What is it? That's not. Well, sorry. One Punch Man season 2 is supposed to be coming. It's supposed to be airing April 2nd. I'm very excited for that. One Punch Man. I might have said this before, but I'm gonna say it again. One Punch Man season 1 was amazing. It was really good. Spectacular even. And it's taken so long for them to get to season 2. I just want to see it. I want to watch it. I want to enjoy it. But season 2 is supposed to air April 2nd. I don't know if that's dubbed or subbed. You know me, I like dub, so I would hope it would be dubbed. But if I have to, I'll watch some of it in sub. I think I watched some of One Punch Man in sub. I know I watched season 1 of Attack on Titan subbed, all on Netflix. A lot of pausing going on to read all them subtitles. But yeah, if you're a fan of One Punch Man, get ready. It's coming in April 2nd. I still have to watch Mob Psycho 100 season 2. I haven't had a chance to watch at least one episode of the new season. Hit me in the comments if you're a fan of either one of these anime. Yeah, I really like those two animes. They're really good. Okay. But yeah, that looks like all the stuff I have for TV and streaming news. As always, guys, hit me up. Let me know if there's something I missed, something you wish I would have talked about, something you would like me to talk about. Always hit me up. Let me know. Hit me up at BLACKGEEKCOOL on Twitter or BLACKGEEKCOOL@gmail.com. Let me know. Or I think you can send me an actual voicemail on Anchor too. So check that out. If you want to leave a voicemail, that's cool too. Let me know if there's something I missed or you guys wanted me to talk about. I'm only one person. Like, I always miss stuff. And you guys know stuff's going on too. So you share the info. We can all share and talk about it together. All right, guys. Moving on to movie news. First up, Erza Miller says that the Flash movie is going to introduce speedsters of multiverses. So I listened to what he said and it was kind of sporadic the way he was talking. He was super energized. But basically he says that speedsters basically create other universes, other multiverses, and they're able to go between these multiverses easily or something like that. And that the movie is supposed to be dealing with that. I don't know if it's supposed to be the whole focus of the movie or just a minor focus of the movie. But in other news of the Flash movie, I think it's getting another rewrite and a new producer for it. So as much as Erza Miller's talking about this movie and how he also said he was it's taking so long because it's a passion project and they want to make sure they do it right, make sure they do right by the fans of the Flash, make sure they get everything right down to the smallest critiques and smallest items and info and details. And that's one of the reasons why it's taking so long for this movie to come to us. But we all know it's taking so long because they can't figure out a set way they want to do it. And they keep running through directors. They've been through like 3 directors, I believe, by now. Which sucks because a Flash movie in this day and age with the technology we have would look really cool. It'd be really, really awesome to see in the way that the Flash show has risen the Flash's profile. More people know who the Flash is, his history, and are interested in that character. So it seems like a win for DC if they can just get their stuff together and get on top of doing it. But only time will tell if that project actually makes it to theaters, which I don't know, because now DC's kind of doubling down on this trench idea they got. But that's later in the topics. Second bit of news, of movie news we have, Kevin Feige has talked about their plans after Endgame and Spider-Man Far From Home. So Kevin Feige was talking on the press junket for Captain Marvel, which is out this weekend. If you didn't know, I gotta go get tickets. Yeah, I'm gonna get tickets very soon. But he was talking on that press junket, and he was talking about how a couple plans for after Infinity War into Endgame, Phase 4 of Marvel, and he mentioned wanting to do characters, not do solo characters so much, but group characters. And he mentioned the Essentials and how they took their time with each character in the beginning of the MCU, where they introduced solo characters and then got to the team up. He kind of wants to do the team up first and then continue on. He wants to show you new characters that most fans don't know about, or most fans aren't too familiar with. So that's very interesting. But he also still wants to bring old characters that fans know and mix them in as well. Kind of wants to do like a teen movie like Guardians of the Galaxy, and how nobody really knew who they were except hardcore fans or semi-fans. And now they've just exploded into this new dimension of the world where people know who they are instantly. Like, people know who Rocket Raccoon is. Never did I think people would know who Rocket Raccoon is, let alone know who Groot is and like Groot. There's baby Groot things. It's amazing. But that's what Kevin Feige seems to be heading towards. He also, this is kind of movie news, but the Disney Plus streaming shows are supposed to be more connected to the Marvel Cinematic Universe than like the old shows like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and the Netflix shows. They're a lot more interwove together in their in these shows as they go forward. They say that the shows are going to be made not by Marvel TV but Marvel Studios, so that makes them, I guess, closer to the cinematic universe, which fans wanted to see. The connection from the big screen to the small screen, which is if they can do that, because they've already done something monumental, making what are they up to, 21 to 22 movies in a cohesive universe, pretty cohesive. I mean, there's always going to be a couple little loose strands here and plot holes here, but overall, 22 movies in a cohesive universe is a feat no other industry, no other movie company has done at this level, to where most of them are successful. They've been like 2 or 3 that are bad. Thor: The Dark World, terrible movie. Ant-Man and Wasp, not a terrible movie, but didn't do well. Ant-Man, I liked Ant-Man. I don't care what people say. I liked Ant-Man. Great heist movie. Awesome. But no other movie franchise has done this. 22 movies, still going strong. It's amazing. With so many different characters, so many different plot lines and ways to come together. It's amazing. I'm just giving it up to Marvel. I am a DC fan as well, people, so don't think I'm just a Marvel fan. I love DC as well. When they get their stuff together, they will be awesome. But yeah, Kevin Feige's pretty much telling us get ready for the Eternals in the next Phase 4 and more cosmic adventures, not just with the Guardians of the Galaxy, but with other characters, which is it's gonna be amazing to see what they do in Phase 4. Like, oh my goodness. But in other news, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse apparently had a bunch of other footage they did not use in the movie. Like a lot of finished footage, not just wires and pre-animated stuff, full animated features, full animated scenes that they did not use. And guess what, guys? We're going to get that in the home video release. They've already been trying to do the press junket for the digital release that came out like a week ago that I was really close to buying, and I'm still trying to not buy because I believe the physical copy, DVDs, Blu-rays, 4Ks are supposed to be coming out, I believe the 19th or the 7th or the 13th of this month. I can't remember what I read. But yeah, I'm definitely going to pick that up, being it's an Oscar winner, even though it should have been Best Picture, but that's a whole nother story. Academy Award sucks for that. But yes, they're going to have like an alternate version cut of Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, which I am super excited to see what stuff that they left out, being that they made an incredible movie. I am very interested to see the stuff that they said, you know what, we don't need that in there. Yes, that's still good, but we don't need that in there. It just blows my mind what might be in these edits that they took out. But oh my goodness, I just can't wait to see that. So let me know if you're excited. Like, I do really like that movie, but let me know if you're excited to get your hands on the home version of Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Still a horrible long title. That's the only critique about the movie. Horrible long title. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, alternate universe Spider-Man cut, I guess they called it. Yeah, let me know if you're excited about that. In other news, Aquaman 2 has a release date, and it is December 16th, 2022. Okay, I think that's a little long, but then one of my friends reminded me that there's supposed to be a Trench movie in 2020, and apparently he has either a cameo or a little bit of a part in it. So technically, we're not going too long without seeing Aquaman, but this movie just made you $1 billion. Why aren't you fast tracking this? I mean, come on. This made you $1 billion. It set you on a good path of you getting back in the game, and then you put him on the sidelines for that long? Like, come on. Y'all got to do better. I know Jason Momoa, after Aquaman, signed a lot of deals to do a lot of different movies because his profile done risen. You make $1 billion movie, you're going to get work now. But you guys should have locked him down. You guys should have been on top of this. Lock that man down for pictures. Stop playing. But yeah, if he's in the Trench, you'll get a little bit of Aquaman, so it won't go too long without seeing Aquaman. But I think that's a long time to wait for a sequel to $1 billion movie. Like, that makes no sense to wait that long. Also, in other news, Will Smith is not going to be Deadshot in The Suicide Squad, which is the prequel, because I think it's a prequel / sequel to Suicide Squad. So it's been reported that Will Smith and DC have parted ways amicably. Nobody's on one side, at least that's what they're saying right now. Nobody's coming out and saying anything other than that. But as of right now, they've parted ways, and Will Smith is not going to be Deadshot in the Suicide Squad. Margot Robbie is still in there, but it seems like the rest of the cast might be mixed up, which is Suicide Squad does do that. They mix up their characters, so that works out for them. I don't know if they're going to recast or replace Will Smith as Deadshot. I mean, Deadshot is a very big character, and it makes sense, but at this point, you could just put another character in there and be fine. Especially if you want to put a character in there you can kill. Half of the Suicide Squad should die. Let's be realistic. More than half of the Suicide Squad should die in that movie. That's what they're there for. But Will Smith won't be there. And I seen somebody fan cast Will Smith as, I believe his name is Blue Marvel for the Marvel Universe. That would be awesome. I think he would do an awesome job if that was the case. If Marvel decides to go that way, I think that would be a good way to go. But yeah, so no Will Smith, but we do have Margot Robbie, and we do have James Gunn. He not only written the Suicide Squad, but he's going to be directing. And also, in other news, in that movie, they're set to start shooting September. This year, September, they're set to start shooting for the Suicide Squad prequel, sequel thing they're calling it now. So I guess they needed to make sure they could start shooting, and Will Smith wasn't ready. Because in other news I know, Will Smith is starting to shoot on, I just totally blanked on the name. It's that Netflix movie he did. Hold on, I'm gonna find the name. You guys probably already know the name. I just blanked on it. Bright, there it goes. Bright 2 is reportedly gonna start filming this summer. So it's not like Will Smith doesn't have anything to do. He has something to do. He's gonna be filming Bright. Which, hit me in the comments. Hit me up on Twitter. Hit me up at BLACKGEEKCOOLPodcast@gmail. Did you like Bright? I thought it was pretty good. I had fun with it. It was a good movie. It was interesting. The world seemed lived in. The orcs, the elves, the humans, it worked. It was a whole dynamic of race relations. I got that. But it worked. It was fun. The action was real good. I mean, it could be better, but pretty good action. I can't complain. It was pretty good. Yeah. I liked it. Did you like it? Let me know. Hold on. I missed my notes now. I was doing so good. I was going so smooth. What else we got left? Blah, 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 blah. Okay. So we got like 2 things left. So the rumor is that New Mutants is going to be going to the Disney Plus streaming service. So it's not going to get a theater release. Which I thought so myself, that wasn't going to happen with all the reshoots and the pushbacks and the whole merger. And Disney eventually wanting to take over the mutants and make them their own. I didn't see them needing to put out this New Mutants movie necessarily. Especially, I know they're going to try to reboot. Well, I don't know, but I assume they're going to reboot the X-Men to be able to bring them into the MCU properly. You don't want to bring in old actors / characters that you don't like, that you want to reinvent yourself. So I can see that happening. Oh, and also the Dark Phoenix, Hellboy, and Shazam all pull out trailers this past like 2 or 3 days. Shazam just put out a trailer today, which I probably will put up live reaction to those in a day or so, like on Wednesday probably. So check those out if you would like to. But yeah, Dark Phoenix looks like it's actually going to go to theater, so Disney made a fool of me. But New Mutants, I don't think it's going to theaters. I think it's going to go to the Disney Plus streaming service, so you get to watch New Mutants there and enjoy it for what it is. I don't know. I think it's going to do okay there. I think it's better for it to go there, honestly. I like the concept with the horror movie and superhero, but it just, I don't know if New Mutants is the ones you should do that with that concept. But that's just my idea. But in the last bit of news we have, this is kind of sci-fi-ish, so it works into the comic books, so it's good. Edge of Tomorrow 2 is reportedly moving forward. Now, if you didn't see Edge of Tomorrow or Die, Live, Repeat or whatever the other name was, this movie had like 4 different names. It is such a good movie. It is really good. It is one of Tom Cruise's best movies, I feel. The concept is very easy to get into. Groundhog Day meets aliens, meets survival of our planet, meets guy that doesn't want to be a soldier, meets becomes military badass. It's amazing. It's a great movie. It probably has plot holes and terrible dialogue here and there, but it's so good. It is really good. I really like it. If you haven't watched it, you owe yourself a chance to go watch Edge of Tomorrow. Just pop it in and just sit back and enjoy. It's such a good movie. But apparently they're finally getting on to making Edge of Tomorrow 2, which I was excited for that sequel. After I saw the movie, the first thing I thought was, yeah, this needs a sequel. Just like I thought, what is it? War of the Worlds? Not War of the Worlds. War of Zombies. Whatever that, I forgot the name of that movie. The Brad Pitt, zombie movie. That should have got a sequel, but that's not happening anymore. But apparently this is happening. But then again, I know there's a point in time they were saying World War Z was going to happen. World War Z 2 was going to happen. And then it crashed. So this still could fall flat. But as of right now, be excited because they're moving forward. Hopefully they're working on scripts, and Tom Cruise seems to be interested in, I forget her name. She was in A Quiet Place. I want to say Naomi Campbell, but that's not right. Emily Blunt. There we go. I remembered it. Emily Blunt says she's interested as well. So, as long as you got those two guys, you don't get, what's the name? He died. Hopefully they pay a little homage to him. That would be nice. I forgot he died. That sucks. But I'm still excited for the sequel. Yeah. So let me know if you're excited for Edge of Tomorrow 2. Let me know if you've seen Edge of Tomorrow 1. And did you like it? Did you not like it? What would you improve on it if you didn't like it? Because I don't think you can, because it's an awesome movie. And you should watch it and love it. But yeah. That's about all we have for movie news as well. So, as always, guys, you can hit me up at BlackGeekCool on Twitter. BlackGeekCool podcast at gmail.com. If I missed something, if there's something you wish I wanted me to talk about, let me know. As always, leave me a voicemail on Anchor. You could do that too. So let's move on to shout outs. This week's shout out is to Brent. I'm going to say it. Ochtenberg. I believe that's how you pronounce it. I always pronounce it bad. I'm sorry, bro. But I appreciate your comments on the videos. Yes, Pokemon does look awesome. We should go see it. Let me know. We can go get together, go see it. No problem, bro. But appreciate the comments on the video. Appreciate the support. So go ahead, keep sharing the videos, liking the videos, and letting people know about the channel and the podcast. It's greatly appreciated. So let's hit this outro, guys. Let's see if I do it all right. All right, guys. So that's the podcast for this week. Appreciate you guys listening. As always, you can listen to the podcast at BlackGeekCool on YouTube. Also on Anchor at BlackGeekCool Podcast, Spotify, and other places you can find podcasts. Also, I would like to remind you, if you go to Anchor's website, you can be a podcast supporter. You can throw in $1, throw in $1. If you choose to support me financially, it's always appreciated. And if you choose to just share the podcast, link people to the podcast, or tell somebody about the podcast, I appreciate that support as well. As always, guys, appreciate you listening. And I'll talk to you guys in my next podcast.